Hello, model railroaders. John back with the 16 by 8 river layout. I mentioned in my last video where I showed the diorama and my potential future landscapes material, or plan, I should say, about all the trees I've been working on. These are these copper wire trees with using the baling twine. So that's what I've been working on. And I've got 350 here done. Took me about 2 weeks to make these. It wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be when I first started. I was thinking, man, this is gonna take me 6 months. Well, I did the 350 in 2 weeks. And it's not me working all day long. It's just a couple hours a day. Once you get cooking on these and you prep them, the material, you can really go get them done fast. I was getting about 26, 28 an hour done of these. So it kind of gives you an idea how long it took me. That's once the material's prepped. And then what I mean by prepped is I cut each wire trunk first, and then I also cut the baling twine to length, and I'm not really picky on the length. It's anywhere from 2 to 3 inches, somewhere in there. I do it so fast, I don't really care how much I trim off. I've got 18,000 feet of it, so I'll never use it all. So, and then you do that, and then you're kind of all set. You just start loading up the wire and the baling twine and spinning them. So in there you're looking at 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes a piece. So that's why you can really get them done fast. So, but the trick for me to get them done fast was prepping it, the material. With my other trees, my furnace filter trees, I did the same thing, but the prep was way longer. It would take me sometimes 2 hours just cutting the furnace filter material down and then taking the wooden dowels, grinding the tops down, painting them and letting them dry before I could start working on trees. So that they were considerably longer time than these. But I do still think those trees are they're obviously a lot more firm and stiff, and they have thicker trunks, which is better. But on the other hand, all these little wire trunks, they're going to be in the ground. No one's going to see them. So I'm not really overly worried about that. And on a few that I am going to have above ground, I have already experimented with, and I meant to show it this time. I've taken and put hot glue down the trunks and just paint them. And they're nice and thick. And I just do it right up to the bottom of the tree branches, and they look good. They look as thick as the wooden dowel trees that I was making. So I think we're good on that. And I'm actually going to do that with some of these. I'm going to make some trees up. I saw a guy make some white trees using some different materials. But I'm going to do it with hot glue. I think that's going to be the best thing for me. That'll work. It gives it a little bit of bumpiness and things like that. So I'll just cover the whole copper stem of it with glue and then paint it. So I think that'll work good. But anyways, so then we get, what I have here is, this is the tree after it's spun up before it's all trimmed. It's kind of just a sprawled out mess, but you trim them to be the shape of the tree right there. And then this, of course, is the tree, one of the trees once it's done. I think these are really nice trees. I'm very happy with them. The only thing is, like I say, I'm considering some different flock colors. I'm not sure that's the exact one I want to go with, this particular one. So we'll see. I got a long time to think about this because I won't be putting trees down for any time soon. I got to get all the track stuff laid and things like that down. And of course, all the ground will have to be based and coated. And so that's all going to take a significant amount of time. So I mentioned before that I would just dip these trees without painting them. I've changed my mind. I'm going to paint the tops of them for sure, just to keep them from exposing any of the copper. The copper is a little tough to keep covered. So that's kind of what I'm planning. And it's going to start warming up here. As you can probably see outside, it's still pretty snowy out there. So I just kind of have to wait till it warms up a little bit, so to do any of that kind of outside painting stuff. I cannot paint these inside. It's just too strong a smell. So But I just wanted to show you guys what I was working on, the trees, and to show you these kind of trees can be made in mass amounts in not too long a period of time. I'm going to make about, probably this weekend, I'm going to whip up another 125 more trees. It'll probably take me about 4 or 5 hours to do that over the whole weekend. And I never sit that long to do it. I'll work an hour and 50 minutes, go do something else, you know, run to the store, run errands and things like that, come back, do the same thing for another couple hours. So over the weekend, I have maybe 4 or 5 1 hour 15-minute stints of time where I do these, because otherwise if you try and sit for 4 or 5 hours doing this, it'll drive you nuts. I did that once and it was too much. And my first trees that I showed the video of that were a lot more rough looking, I did those all at once, but it was all experimental for me and it took a lot of time. And as a matter of fact, it was a little discouraging at first. And now I finally got this down where I feel it's going to be well worth doing these. So anyways, I'll show you this one more time, all the trees. They look thin here, but they will, once you flock them, you can see how dense this tree here. They get real thick quick. So anyways, that's what I got. And just wanted you to see it. Let me know what you think. Might be a few pictures of these at the end of the video. Not a whole lot. It's just basically bare trees. So anyways, well, thanks for watching.